Only two things make an idiom difficult. Number one is the poor vocabulary, and number two is the lack of connectivity. Let's see how tackling both of them will help us remember these 15 idioms. Number one, give someone a hell. A hell is a difficult place to live in. Nobody wants to live in hell. So if you are giving someone a hell, that means you are making it difficult for them. Example could be the bosses gave their employees a hell. That means they're scolding them, they're reprimanding them, they're making them feel embarrassed. Number two is to take a beating. You take a beating when you accept failure or when you accept defeat. That is when you take a beating. So he took a beating from his colleague. That could be an example. A cinch. Cinch has a literal meaning of being something being very easy. So when a task is worth a cinch to do, that means it is very easy to do. Fourth is to give someone an elbow. This is a very beautiful idiom wherein if you do not connect it, it is very difficult to understand. Giving someone an elbow means sidelining them, and it is used in the context of a romantic relationship. When your girlfriend has given you an elbow, that means she has broken up with you. Number five, fag end. Fag end means the least interesting part. The cigarette has fag end, and nobody wants to smoke that. That is where this fag end origin comes from, cigarette or cigar. Fall guy. Fall guy is in scapegoat. Now, what is in scapegoat? Scapegoat is a person who takes the blame for others, or who is made to take a blame for others. Okay, like Ravi in our team was the scapegoat for this failure. I mean, he was the one who has to take the blame, or who was given the blame. So he's the fall guy. Pull no punches. The next one. Pull no punches means when you are acting very straightforwardly. That is pulling no punches. Pulling no punches has its origin uh, from the boxing ring. Sorry. So when the person was pulling no punches, that means he's being very straightforward with his opponent, and he's not doing what WWE players do. So he's giving him delivering what all he has got to his opponent. That is what pulling no punches means. Now, all hat and no cattle, the next one. All hat and no cattle means you're just talking and talking and talking, and there is no substance to your matter. So it has originated from the fact that initially there were many shepherds that used to go in the fields, and now they're just hats which are visible, and there are no cattle. So that means that they're cheating. Okay, so that is where this has come from. To beat the rap. The rap is a term used for punishment. If you're beating the rap, that means you have anyhow managed to escape the punishment. The prisoner beat the rap, so he escapes the punishment. Maybe he just flew away from the jail. Queensberry rule are the rule of moral conduct, rule of politeness. This is also the origin from the boxing ring, where the rules of politeness work. Okay. Kickabout. Kickabout is used for babies when they move around here and there. So that is how we use the kickabout word. The babies are kicking about in the class. Not see the wood for the trees. It is very evident and very beautiful idiom, wherein it simply means wood is used when you want to say something, uh, relate something to the bigger picture. That is, here the wood means forest. When you're not seeing the forest for the trees, that means you're overlooking the fact the broadness of the fact for the details. That means you're so much immersed into the details that you overlook the bigger picture. Okay, it can be used in the military strategic plans, wherein if they are not seeing the wood for the trees, that means they're too much involved in the details that they miss out the broader perspective. A whiz kid. Whiz is a term used for being intelligent. So whiz kid is like a child prodigy. Maybe not child prodigy. This is a little of an exaggeration, but a whiz kid is an intelligent kid. Okay. The next is stay put. Stay put means if you remain in one place, that is called that you are staying put in that area. Okay. He stay put in Allahabad or at Allahabad. On the rack. Now, this has a very beautiful origin. On the rack, this is used for the punishments in the mm, early 17th, 18th centuries in Europe, where the people were made to lie on a table and their hands and legs were tied and were pulled apart. So it was literally a physical stress on their bodies. This was done with obviously with the prisoners. So on the rack means uh, in the stress. Okay. So now it has a figuratively meaning of being in stress. So I hope that was all. So I hope